Oh, wait, back. I'm going to start again. I didn't like that. Hi. Alrighty. Yes, did you hear my shoulder click? Anyway. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another show of Most Searched. This is a show where Warren and I talk about the things that have been most searched on Google throughout the week. Let's talk about the football. I haven't spoken about football in ages.
Okay, so rumor has it, okay, that Arsenal are on track to get Coutinho.
All right. Don't know how I feel about this rumor. Because, guys, full disclosure. Yes, yeah, well, full disclosure, I mean, I'm not going to hide my allegiance. I am a Liverpool fan. But this does point out to the fact that all Arsenal fans like is noise, and they create their own noise. Because where did you find this rumor? Where's this being written?
I saw Coutinho trending on Twitter. When I selected it, then it was a bunch of stuff about Coutinho apparently going to Arsenal and him saying something like he likes certain players. What's his name? David Luiz, because he's also Brazilian and whatever.
You know what the funny thing about that is David Luiz wants to go back to Benfica. That's the one thing. The other thing is that Coutinho's found himself in in between a rock and a hard place. He has to go back to Barcelona. Why? Because Bayern Munich don't want to sign him for over 100 million plus. And technically right now during this time, they weren't going to do it anyway, but through this whole pandemic, they're really not going to do it now.
Yeah, now
then you got to take
a valid reason.
Yeah.
A valid reason.
And then a valid reason. So what they wanted to do then is his agent was pushing for a move back to Liverpool. Obviously, Jurgen Klopp said, listen, you make your bed, you got to sleep in it, you got to lay in it. So you are, dude. There's no way. And also Liverpool became a better team the moment he left. When he was there within Liverpool, what happened was we became very reliant on him to unlock and do things for us. Whereas without him, now we don't even focus through the middle. We've got more of a link-up player rather than a person driving down the middle, which is pretty interesting anyway. So he's gone back. He's going back to Barcelona. His agents are doing everything they can to find him a place. He obviously wants to go back to the Premier League. I mean, right now he's being linked with Tottenham, Chelsea. There were even rumors about United, but apparently he doesn't want to go there because of his bonds with Liverpool. And if that is the case, I mean, much respect, but except for the fact that you lose the respect for wanting to be there.
Anyway, I feel that's weird because Michael Owen even went back to United.
No. But Michael Owen never went directly.
Yeah, I'm just saying he ended up there anyway. So I know he turned down Everton. He said he would never go to Everton, not a chance.
But he was an Everton fan when he was younger.
But he said because of the Liverpool situation, he said Everton would be worse in terms of the clashing.
Yeah, look, the whole Michael Owen conversation, that's a whole nother topic on its own. As to why, Michael Owen is technically one of the greater players that coming from Liverpool's recent history. However, he doesn't have that same sort of love that other guys get, largely because of the fact that he went to United. Yeah. And also because he compared United and Liverpool to shopping malls or shopping stores or whatever, Tesco's and something else. But anyway, so that's a whole other thing. Back to Coutinho. Yeah, no. So this whole thing, I think it's a narrative being driven not by him necessarily, possibly by his agent, but largely more by the Arsenal fans. I think there's more of a chance of us seeing Rafa Benitez going back to Newcastle than there is a chance of Coutinho going to Arsenal, especially now with the pandemic. And also something else you've got to consider is that Arsenal are very stingy with their purse strings. That's the number one thing.
Financially, do you think they're going to drop? I mean, the most they've spent is what, 55, 60 on that new player? Or new player?
Exactly. That's what they've done. And they're paying that over installments. They only dropped, I think, 20 mil, and then they're paying it over installments. And then the next thing you got to consider is if they are making a bid for Coutinho, which they could argue that they could use the pandemic to their advantage and obviously submit a lower bid and get Barcelona to play ball a little bit, but Barcelona aren't going to accept it. So they're more likely to get him on loan and do something similar with the buyback option. Mm-hmm. But I don't think, Barcelona want to be doing that because they want to be flogging. Also, another interesting topic, saying that Barcelona are prepared to let
this is a bonus.
Most of their this is a bonus. Barcelona are prepared to let most of their players go except for 6. And those 6 are, obviously, you know who the number one player is, Lionel Messi. Yeah. And then the second player being the goalkeeper, Mark ter Stegen, because apparently Chelsea were looking at him because they want to replace Kepa, which is obvious.
Surprise!
And then the other one being...
after spending they spent like 100 million on their keeper, now they want to get rid of him. Great job.
Yeah. Oh, 60, I think 62 more. Well, world record fee for the goalkeeper, 62 million pounds. Yeah, look, you got to respect what Frank Lampard's doing. Anyway, dude, I'm getting sidetracked. Going back to Coutinho, it's not going to happen.
Okay, I'll just give my small tidbit. You, as much as I support Liverpool as well, and I'm into the Premier League, you were far more into it than I am still today. I would say, look, in terms of him being at Liverpool and leaving, I think the way it was handled was wrong in terms of the way he left. It wasn't a case of, look, let the contract kind of run out or that, or come to a 50-50 decision in a sense. He kind of kept pushing at it. I want to go to Barcelona. I want to go to Barcelona. And
back injury.
And Klopp was one, as far as I know, Klopp, could be wrong, but I think Klopp and the management were trying to keep him from being sold. Because at that stage, they were building a team around him. He was the anchor. And then he left, which, as we said, in hindsight, benefited Liverpool largely because now they've built a solid team as a whole, rather than, 80% good players, or I'd say actually 90% good players, and then like the 10% being him in a sense, a great player, and everyone funneling through him. Now it's a case of everyone's well balanced and they work well together. I think he left on bad terms. It left a sour taste or bitter taste in Liverpool fans' mouths, including Liverpool itself. And Barcelona, again, which we've seen time and time again, they're one of the only players I think that left someone like Liverpool and did well there is a Suarez. Otherwise, even if you look at Bale going through Real Madrid, didn't work out. Still hasn't worked out. That's a problem.
Well, it kind of, Bale. That's
he's bailed. Bale's bailed him out a few times.
Well, I was in Ukraine when he hit the bicycle against Liverpool, and I was behind the goals where I had like a 60, 70-year-old lady waving a bloody Madrid flag in my face.
Let's be fair. That entire situation was messed up, including the injury and whatnot. But that's a whole other situation. I'm just saying it doesn't always work out the way you want. Why? Because Barcelona already have a bunch of great players. You're not going there to become you're never going to outshine Messi, even if he has 28 terrible games out of the season. You were never going to be better than him in the eyes of the team, the fans, or society as a whole. If you get what I'm saying, he's never going to be the star. Where Liverpool he was, and I think that's part of the issue. And again, the way they structured Liverpool at the time, it suited him because he was the guy creating everything. Now you've got a team of 7-8 players who can all do what he does better, if not better. I mean, and now you're just a guy.
Coutinho on his day is, and you know what? Unfortunately, he hasn't had many of those days since. But on his day, he's pretty much unplayable, and that's where the charm lies within him. But the only thing is, he never lasts 90 minutes anyway, so he doesn't have that stamina.
Like a 60, 70-minute player.
Exactly. So then the other thing to consider is you have Barcelona, where all the Brazilians seem to want to go to. Obviously, it's Madrid and Barcelona, but the Brazilians don't seem to make it at Barcelona, which is pretty interesting. That's the other thing. So let's hope, though, with Liverpool's, obviously all their Brazilian players that they have and the ones that they've been signing of late, let's hope that in future that becomes the destination that the Brazilians want to be flocking to rather than going to another Spanish-speaking club where they're not getting love.
So basically, in short, you're saying he's not going to Arsenal. That's your prediction. He won't end up there.
No, the chance, man. You got
even on
more
loan.
Likely going even on loan. You know what? You got more of a chance of the Saudis taking over Newcastle, then bringing in either Benitez, but more likely Pochettino, and using that money then to lure him in. But even that's like a far stretch because of all the variables that need to happen. But that's probably more likely. And when Pochettino was at Spurs, there was that whole discussion of him moving to Spurs. I could see that happen because Coutinho played
moving to Arsenal from Spurs, not moving from Spurs to Spurs.
No, moving from Barcelona to Spurs. Sorry.
Okay.
No, Coutinho.
So you said Pochettino. Sorry, yeah.
No. Pochettino. When Pochettino was at Spurs, I could see that jump for Coutinho going there because he did play for him in Spain.
All right,
that's what I'm saying. Come on, man.
No.
Me, man.
I heard you say Pochettino go from Spurs to Spurs. I'm like, what? What is that? Why would he go? Why would he leave and come back? That's what I heard. But okay, cool. Now I get what you're saying.
I possibly, like when you played this back, I might have said that, but as of now, I'm going to say I didn't say that. So you should just listen.
Calling you out.
I'll change this topic because I can go into many different